Hey,
Hello, hello. Miles Life.
how is everyone?
Hello.
We are going to be talking about emotional frequencies.
Yes, to raise your vibrations.
Woohoo! So stay tuned.
Right. How can you fix your marriage? You embarrassed, they be laughing at all them broken promises and flowers. Don't be passion back. You can get this course for no divorce, so just imagine that. 12 weeks of Miles Life will save you from the avalanche. How can you fix your marriage? You can fix your marriage. How can you fix your marriage? How can you fix your marriage? 12 weeks of Miles Life.
All right, so let's jump right in. So, emotional frequencies. So, you will see the chart here on the screen momentarily, and we're going to explain to you what emotional frequencies mean, what they represent, how you can use that to raise your energy levels, to move yourself out of depression, anxiety, fear, all these negative emotions.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. So how to raise your vibrations from 20 to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And literally, when somebody can mess up your vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's really a thing. Like, our brain waves give off a frequency, and each emotion has its own pattern. And the patterns with the higher frequency are more positive emotions. And the emotions with lower frequencies are negative emotions.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm. So, what we got? So, it starts off with shame. We don't know what that is.
Right. So a lot of people has felt shame,
Mm-hmm.
Some maybe some haven't. Maybe some haven't.
Mm-hmm.
But as when we're young, we're kind of taught to be shameful when we do things that we shouldn't have done. So we're kind of taught to take on that shame and that guilt and all those things, So be mindful of what you're telling your children and how you're teaching them and how you're programming that structure of how they're going to punish themselves too mentally.
Yes.
So be very, very mindful of it. You don't want to keep them at a low vibration, a low frequency, because kids vibrate high anyway.
Yeah. They're soaring higher than we are.
Right. They have good energy.
They're imaginative.
Right. That good imaginations. They have a lot of energy. So they run, they create, they love to do things just free. They do things without thinking. So they have a little more freedom. We're kind of a little more fearful of things, so we'll kind of pre-think, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I shouldn't do that, and it may be something that could be fun. As far as to explore your imagination, your imaginative side, or that kind of thing. So just be mindful of it.
So then we move to guilt. We feel guilty about things that you've done.
Because shame and guilt kind of, they're
they
very, very
go
close.
Back and forth.
That's why they vibrate the lowest. And let's say, so shame vibrates at 20. So when you feel shame, you're vibrating at 20. So you're like low. You feel bad. Your head, that's why people hang their head. The shoulders are shrugged. They show that emotion physically. You know. And then guilt is 30. So guilt is just a one step up.
And then apathy. We're moving up to apathy. So that's like despair. And then that's at a 50. And then we'll move to grief.
And a lot of people are grieving, and a lot of people has felt grief in their life and has eventually gone through it or will eventually go through it. So grief is something that's major when you're trying to deal with it, because it'll kind of cycle you around and it's 5 stages to grief. So and a lot of people experience different things in grief as well.
Fear.
Now we all have fear of things, and also certain things will make us fearful too. So and it seems like it's a big wave of fear going out throughout media waves and news and things like that. So be mindful of that.
Then we'll move to desire. So that kind of brings us to a place like where people feel anxiety. When there's a lot of fear and a lot of I wish, I want, that can bring out anxiety, because now we're in that future orientation where we're anticipating the what ifs.
And that anxiety can really, really cause you some issues.
Physically.
Right? Sleeping, just focusing, all of those things.
Eating.
So be very mindful of that.
What we got next? Anger. Woo, my favorite.
A lot of people feel anger on a daily basis, sometimes 1,000 times a day. Some people are on that anger button. They feel like, oh, somebody's going to push my buttons, I know it. And if you stay in that state, then you automatically are going to feel that.
Yes.
You're automatically going to be drawn to that anger first, because that's the way that your body automatically feels like it can resolve conflict.
Yes. Yes. And anger is, like you said, a turning point too. It's kind of, it clues you in that your values have been threatened. So a lot of people will get angry and then go get sad and be in a depression and be all anxious and wound up. But you could take anger and go up the scale. So the next step beyond anger is pride. So you're angry and now you're prideful. So that's a step up. We're moving up the scale. So that's 175.
It's a very small step up. Because pride can also lead you down certain roads to where ego can take over your persona, your attitude, your life. And if ego does take over that, then it could be kind of bad for you as well. So that's why it's only like 25 up. So it's only like a small step up.
So from pride, now you can be courageous.
Now, courageous is something different, That definitely steps you up more, because, if you're going to be courageous, you may be the one to say, you know what, I'm going to take a leap of faith and kind of extend the olive branch and say, I'm sorry for something, or take ownership of something, So if you're prideful, you may not take ownership of certain things because, hey, I got my pride. I ain't gonna say I'm sorry for nothing.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Right.
When you have courage, you kind of feel like, well, I'm strong. Nothing can hurt me, kind of thing. So I can say I can own up to my things.
All right. So then neutrality.
A lot of times, I'd say most of the time, if you could stay neutral in situations and like at an even keel.
Indifferent.
Man, you don't get pulled into negativity or stressful situations. You just really kind of like,
Coast.
I'm not going to get involved with that. I'm not going to feed into the negativity. That's kind of like what I do with the news and things. I don't feed into the negativity. I genuinely care about people, but I see a lot of fear and negativity, in that. So it can be stressful for
you. Willingness.
Now, willingness is huge, and willingness is 310. So you're vibrating out of 310 if you're willing.
Raising that.
Right? If you're willing. Because willing makes you feel like, you know what, hey, I'm eager to learn, I'm with it. I can change, or I can see certain things that maybe in the world that I could look at differently, or, just
certain things about me, maybe that awareness.
And the most thing that we always tell people, look within. It starts with you. It starts with you.
And then we got acceptance.
Ooh.
Can you accept flaws? Can you accept mistakes?
Acceptance is big, and grief too. Can you accept that person physically is not here with you, but you will always have them in your heart? You have their memories, you have those things that you share, that they will always be with you. So when you reach a place of acceptance, especially in grief, then you reach a place to where you can start growing from that pain.
Yes. Reason. So now you're utilizing your prefrontal cortex. So you're out of your emotion center and you're able to reason and process information and plan and think strategically.
And see, and that's huge when you're trying to improve things about yourself that you want to improve.
And reasoning also goes with understanding. So a lot of times we fight and argue because we want to win. But all that does is cycle you back into those lower vibratory states. What you want to do is understand why that other person is upset, and the argument will end.
And reason is at a 400. Reason is at a 400. So you're vibrating high in reason because you're trying to think about How am I going to reach my higher self? How am I going to have the best outcome for my life?
And then love.
Oh, love. Something that
From
we
our
share.
heart center.
Something that we share is love. You know, and that's beautiful. That's at a 500.
Yes.
So 500. I think love should be at the top. Me, just personally, I think love should be at the top. Joy is next. So if you have love, then you have joy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Right? And then with joy, it's going to be peace.
Happiness.
If you have peace, hey, nothing stresses you out. You're not worried about it. You really come from a place of, you know what, I'm on the outside looking in because my joy is here, and then your stress is there. So I can see it, the ways to improve certain things in your stress. And I can see how if I do get in those things, then it can cause my joy to be taken away or compromised. So I can't compromise my joy. So I'm staying in my joy, staying in my peace.
That's right.
And I'm going to vibrate high.
High.
Because I love love. So I'm going to stay in that love. I'm going to stay in that peace. I'm going to stay in that joy. That's how you do it.
Feels good to be.
Right? So if you have peace and joy and love, guess what you got? The highest top. So what's that?
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You are enlightened. You are an enlightened being.
Gandhi.
Right?
Yes.
Enlightened being. So nothing stresses you out. You're okay. You'll stand up for what you believe in, but in a way to where people don't get offended. And you don't get offended. You don't have to forgive because you never get offended. If you don't get offended, then I don't have to forgive you. Because I'm not offended. I understand your actions. And see, and that's what I feel that our Most High, our source, God, that's what I feel like his mind state is too. I understand. I love you. I understand why you did those things. You know, I understand. This is an experience that you're having. You know, so that enlightenment, that enlightened being, they know that they are connected to the source. And that's love, that's joy, that's peace, that's all the things you have at the top of the frequency. And that's where you want to stay. That's where your blessings is.
So, we're going to give you 6 ways to raise your vibrations. Woo. 1. Don't watch as much news as you may be watching.
Please stay away from the stress.
Stay away from the news.
Stay away from the stress. It's other ways to find out information. People will tell you.
You'll know.
It's a million other ways. You know, if you got Facebook, if you got phones, if you got all those things, stuff will come through and tell you everything that's going on.
Yeah, because the news kind of resonates on that fear vibration. So if you wake up watching the news, if you go to sleep watching the news, you're setting that set point of anxiety and fear.
Setting that tone. And if you dwell in that anxiety and fear all day, guess what? You're not going to sleep well. You're going to be fearful of your neighborhood. You're going to be fearful of all the things that really make you you.
You're going to make decisions based upon fear.
So you're going to be creating a place for yourself that you put yourself in a box. And it's a stressful box in that place. You know, you want to be free, but you feel confined, and that's what makes you angry. So when you're angry, then you start vibrating lower. And then when you go down, then you're upset and stressed and pain, and then now you feel shame and all that guilt and all those things, you know. So stay up there, vibrate high. Keep yourself in a place to where, you know what, I don't want the stress. So I'm going to stay away from things that are stressful.
2, meditate.
Meditate. Take time to yourself. Just quiet time to quiet your mind. Breathe. Take the time. You deserve it. You're special.
And we'll even put that as number 3. Breathing. Get more oxygen into your bodies. That automatically raises your vibration.
I tell people when we're talking or when I'm energy healing them, things like that, I tell people to breathe. And they're like, well, I don't know how to breathe. I'm like, well, you're breathing right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. So you already have a start. So now you focus on how much you breathe. Breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4, breathe in for 8, breathe out for 4, breathe in for 5, breathe out for 7. All of those things, breathing in. Breathing techniques will definitely help send you to help blood pressure. It'll help really get you to the calm you, to the peaceful you.
It'll help circulate oxygen throughout your brain. So you can reason better.
Right. So what's 4?
Take baths, salt baths.
Dip your booty in some water. Just soak.
Wash your booty.
Float in the water. You know what I'm saying? Get you one of them bath balls and
yes.
We got the fizz and do that. Float in it. Dudes, that's cool. You can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Just be careful of all the pink colors and all that stuff, because that stuff will stain your tubs. And if you got a big tub, get a couple of them, throw them in there, blue. You good. But it will stain, so be careful with the stain. All
right. Number 5, eat organic, fresh, raw foods.
Eat pure energy. Eat energy. That's light, that's love, that's things that's grown from the sun. So that's going to give you energy. That's going to strengthen it, because we're made of energy. It's energy all around us. If you eat that energy that's growing directly from the ground, then you will definitely improve your health. Definitely improve your health. You'll lose weight. Drink water too. Drink water. Very, very important.
That's number 6. Drink alkaline water.
Yes. Drink alkaline water. High pH.
So these are all things to self-care, to take care of yourself.
We got to add one more. Number 7.
Okay, we got another one?
Number 7.
Oh, yeah.
Love yourself.
Woo!
Love yourself. Please, it's important. If you love you, then you understand what love is, and you can love somebody else.
Yes.
Love yourself.
Be compassionate with you.
You're important. You're special. As DJ Khaled would say, you smart. But you are.
You are. So that's why we do this.
Yes. So if you need us, contact us. Miles Life Coaching, our website, www.mileslifecoachingllc.com. We got Instagram, Facebook. You can see us on Son of Source. I have a Son of Source page for Instagram that I do like morning inspiration. Really, Jasmine, she has some great motivational things that she does as far as guided meditations and things of that nature. It's very, very important that if you really want to improve things about yourself, look within, strengthen yourself. And if you need some help, or if you want us to help guide you through certain things, you got questions,
we're coaches.
We're here for you. We're here for you.
And every week, twice a week, we're having online live healing parties.
That's right.
So you could come and get some positive energy directly. Energy healing. Yes.
Love, blessing.
I mean, it'll take away your aches and pains, help you feel calm, get rid of that anxiety. Come join us. Get that positive energy. And now we're doing it twice a week. So you have 2 chances to raise your vibration with us live.
Absolutely.
So Wednesdays and Fridays. Wednesdays on Facebook at Son of Source 1. And then Fridays on Instagram at Son of Source 1 or Myers Life Coach. So come through.
Right? We're looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
Keep your energy up.
And all that we discussed today, we have t-shirts.
Right.
So if you want to buy your emotion chart t-shirt, check out the link.
Right. Click on it. Get yourself one. Right. So this is Son of Source and my wife, Dr. Jazz, with Myers Life Coaching and the Source Healing Center. And we want to say we love you. We'll be back.
Fix your marriage, you embarrassed, they be laughing at all them broken promises and flowers, don't be passing back. You can get this course for no divorce, so just imagine that. 12 weeks of Myers Life will save you from the avalanche. How can you fix your marriage? You can fix your marriage. How can you fix your marriage? How can you fix your marriage? 12 weeks of Myers Life, we can fix your marriage. 12 weeks of Myers Life, how can you fix your marriage? 12 weeks of Myers Life, help you fix your marriage. 12 weeks of Myers Life, help you fix your marriage.